Welcome, Padawan. Today, what I want to do is I want to show you Survey123 Connect, what we're going to build, but I want to show you how to build it in the Survey123 browser version so that you can see both flavors of what's going on behind the scenes. So what we're looking at here is the family address book, and you'll notice there are radio buttons. That's your select one, then a place for the head of the household. The family address book has a mask in it. The address has a few layers of, it's called a multi-line text. And then we have, it always shows you how many characters you have. Then there's the city, the state, the zip. And then we're going to come down here and say how many years have you been there, and then put something on the map. So just wanted to share that with you. That's what we're going to do. Now what we can do is we can open up our ArcGIS online. Go in here and sign in. There we go. Sign in. And now that we are here, we can go up here to the 9 dots and go to Survey123. Now yours is probably down here somewhere because if you've never changed it, you can just click and drag it up to the top. You can use any place you want. Go ahead and get in there. I'm going to make this smaller so that we can see both sides. And I'm going to open up my Survey123 Connect, which is here, because it's going to give me all the pieces of information that I need, multi-line, and then you come way down here and it's going to give me the mask. And so that's what we're looking for. Don't be too scared. We'll get through all of that. So now we want to create a brand new survey. Here's a blank survey. You can also come over here to templates and see if there's something in there that would work for you that you can just change maybe the verbiage or move around some of the pieces. But for today, to keep things concise, we're just going to show you what this looks like on a blank survey. All right, for the first thing that we want to do is the family's last name. And we want to come down here to single select so that it matches on both sides. And for our choices, I have Monty, which is my maiden name, Ricadio, which is my stepfamily, and Williams, which is my husband's last name. We also want to give people the chance to put something else. And then we're going to come down here and say required, because there are a few things we want to be required, because if they don't fill it out, it's not very helpful to us. I'm going to say save. Come back up here to this add. Next is head of household. So we will come down here. And I noticed that I didn't change the name on this one. So we're just going to tell them what we want them to do. Come back down here for question 2, head of household. Then come back up here, family phone number. Now phone number is going to be a text field also. We don't want to put numbers in there because we're not counting it, we're not summing a bunch of different phone numbers together. And then we come down here, require it, and we want to put a mask in here. So remember I showed you in Connect, I had a mask already set up. So right here is, this is the syntax for 9s are a place for numbers. If you want to learn more, come in here to the syntax, and that's going to share with you all the other flavors that you can do for your input mask. For now, we're just going to save and let it go. The next one is, let's see here, address, and we're going to do the multi-text line. And see where that drops. It doesn't. I'm not sure why it doesn't want to go under, but there it goes. Okay, so phone number, address. Save. And we'll do city, single line. Let's just do this. Single line, city, state, zip. Zip is also going to be one of those. It's going to be a text question. I'm moving things around because I can't seem to get underneath that last one. So text question for this one after address is city. Next one, state. I like to do state abbreviation. Copy. Paste. Required, yes. And I might come over here to input mask and say AA as capitals. A's are a way for you to do that input mask. And since it's a state, they should only have 2 letters. I think that's it I need for that. Down here, state and zip. And for us in the United States, we can put 99999. There's 5 digits. Now, if you wanted to do the postmaster box, a lot of people don't know that one, but you could also put a few extra numbers in there if it's required. If not, I wouldn't worry about it. Save. Let's see what else we have. How many years have you been here? So that's going to be a number. So I like that question. How long has your family lived here? For some of us in California, you're saying, 5 years or whatever that looks like. But for some people, their family might have lived there for over 100 years. And that's just a fun question for me to have all that information. The next thing we want to do is, for our addresses, we can do something else also. We can actually ask the map. Here's a map. And we can put that right here. And we could say, map your location or map your home. Something like that. And let's see what else we have down here for default location. I like one of the 2 bottom ones. I like to ask the location, ask the computer to get this information. I don't want to have no default location because what that does is that's going to put you at null island sometimes if you don't care or your phone isn't hooked up to the internet. So this one does it a little easier. This is required. Otherwise, again, you're going to go to null island and that's at 00. You don't want to go there. And take a picture of your family. Okay, so we're going to look for an image. So go down to the bottom, scroll, image, right here. And we want to tell them what to do because sometimes folks don't know what to do. So I'm going to give a hint, copy, paste. I also like to say copy, paste. I like to say take a nice vertical photo of your family members. Of this family, of your family. This is actually something inside my repeat. Of your family. So we'll change it just a little bit and says flowering bushes or at the park with a lot of flowering bushes or my Grammarly keeps telling me I need to do stuff. Flowering bushes or going to the park, something like that there. That's better. Or going to the park with lots of colors, make great photos. Don't take photo with trash cans in the frame. And that's from experience. I have a beautiful picture of me smelling a flower when I was pregnant. I mean, I was about to burst and it's just this beautiful picture, but there's a trash can right next to me and nobody ever thought about that. So there you go. This one we'd like to be required, but I'm not going to. All right, my friends. Now we're going to go to collaborate and look at this. I need to publish it first. Okay, so we saved it. We can preview it, see if things work. I like the way they did other here because, oh, is it going? Other. There you go. Because you can just put the information right in there. I don't have to do a second step. In Connect, I have to do a second step. It just automatically does it for you. It's still going to be its own question. Just know that ahead of time, because on the back end of Survey123 is a spreadsheet. That's your attribute table. And in Survey123 Connect, and also here, you've got one field is going to be your family last names. That's going to be your domains. And if you hit other, it kicks you into another field just to keep you knowledgeable about what that's going to do. Then you come down here and you've got your 999s, and you noticed how it turned red if it wasn't fulfilled. And then here, it just tells me that it doesn't know where I am. I'm on my computer. And it's going to get me pretty close. I'm actually on the other side of the main boulevard, but then you have your, oh, look, it's going to grab all that information for me. How long have I been there? Let's say 6 years, and then take a nice picture, or let's go grab something. This is just something I was doing earlier, and submit. This doesn't work in the preview. I always forget it. I'm in the preview. Okay, so let's go back. Get out of there. Now we're going to publish. Say we like it enough. First, you want to modify your schema. And the reason for that is all your field lengths are 255. Unless it's a multi-line, then it's 1,000. And if you're going to keep this online for a long period of time, just remember that every one of those 255 characters cost you money. Not a lot, just a little. But if you keep it every month that you keep it up there, every single one of those costs you a certain number of credits. And so don't make it credit heavy. Do the best you can to make it as smart as you can. So family address book, family last name, let's just say 50. Other, remember I told you it's going to drop that into another field. So just keep it the same, 50. Household, 50. Phone number, that one probably could be like 20. I'm going to say 100 for address. City, I'm going to say 50. State abbreviation, that's 2. Zip code is 5. Now you see what we did? We just compressed everything. Now just know that if you have a select multiple, you need to make sure that you have enough space for every single one of those with a comma and a space. If that was confusing, give me a holler. I'll walk you through it. Basically, it's take all your text from your domains, put it in Word, figure out from the first to the last character how many spaces those are. But you also need to include a comma and a space between each one. So if you have five with 5 characters, let's just say that makes it easy. That's 25 characters. And then you need 5 commas and 5 spaces. So keep that in mind as you're going forward. If you get stuck, just make it big. If you want to make sure that you have enough space to add a domain, give yourself some space. All right, and then we're going to publish. Okay. So it's just telling me there's other things to do. So first, you see all these up here? We're going to just go through every single one. Go to collaborate. Who do you want to be able to use this? I'm going to say I want people who are on the browser, but I also want to give people the opportunity to use it in their phone. You'll notice that there's a link there, and you can also do the QR code. And so as soon as I get everybody situated, if you'd like to do the QR code, you are so welcome. So here's this. I'm going to submit to everyone, public, so that you can go out here and go ahead and use this along the way. Who can, what can you do? You can add new records. You can add and update records. If this was a repeat, like I have it being a repeat, you want to update records. Oh, this one is not a repeat. There is no repeat in here. So we're just going to add new records. Repeats are going to come in a couple weeks. So don't worry. We'll figure this all out together. Multiple submissions. Yes, you can. That's not a problem. And then do you want it open and closed on a specific date? I'm going to save that. And then shared results. Who gets to see the shared results? I don't know. Maybe it's just team members. So maybe we come down here. Maybe it's only the people who I have in the Survey123 class who have AGOL accounts. Now I'm going to save since I made a change. And we're just going to keep going. I'm going to show you around, show you what that looks like. Update surveys, there's nothing in there, and group settings, nothing in there. Then we're going to analyze. There's nothing in here because we haven't taken a survey yet. Data, there's nothing in there. We haven't taken a survey yet. And settings. So what this is this is going to just give you some questions. Use the version that the survey was submitted on. So that's 320. If there is something else, if you've got a long survey for like 5 years, you may want to say use the latest version. It's really up to you. It'll just keep populating new versions. And then I would say require updates to the latest version. And that's because if you've got a user on their phone and they're maybe they took the survey last year and they need to retake the survey, you may want to require updates. And that also means if you're adding new fields and somebody catches it after you made those second set of updates, they're going to have to resync their Survey123 and get the updated version, which I do with my inspectors because I want them to have the most current version. Webhooks, once you start using Power Automate, this will auto-populate. So don't worry about that at any time in the near future. Location sharing. I have a little bug in my office, I'm sorry. Now we can come up here. It says untitled survey, so I guess we never did that one. Okay. And I'm going to go in here and test this to make sure it works. So this is a good time for you to test it too if you want. Just for those of you who don't know, hover your phone over the QR code and push the little, for Androids, it comes up with orange text that says AGOL. And then it's going to show you, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a browser version and a Survey123 field app. I'm just going to use the browser version for now. I'm going to say other because I want to add that in here. Head of household, I'm going to say my husband's name. And my phone, it can't find me, so I'm going to put you in as Beaumont, California. That's close enough. Say okay. Address, I'm just going to put fake address. Oh, I could actually auto-populate everything, so there we go. How many years? I'm going to say 6. And then take a nice photo. Let's see if I can find a photo. I'll just take a photo. Oh, I need to hit OK. There it is. I'm going to update that, and then we'll come back over here. All right, it says it's done. Go to data. And now we have stuff in the data. So my family last name, I wanted to see what this looked like. So I hit other, and then I put some fake text in there. And then I put some fake text in, my address, Beaumont, California. There's how long have we lived here? There I am. Alrighty, everything worked. I hope you enjoy this. Have a spatial day, my friends. Thank you for liking and subscribing to our channel. We drop trainings in here all the time, and I want you to be the first one to be able to see them. At some point during your journey in Survey123, you might need a co-pilot or a room full of co-pilots. We have that for you. We have a coaching call that we do once a week for the price of a few tacos. And we meet up to answer each other's questions. I knew that I didn't have all the answers. Survey123 is a big universe. So what I did is I brought people together, and our community is growing. So whether you're watching this late in 2024 or in 2025, just know that we're growing. And life is better with friends. So get involved with folks who are like-minded, and some of them are going to have more experience than you, and some of them might have less experience. So we help those who need it, and we glean from those who have the knowledge. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you on the other side.